Okay, folks. So I've been going through and looking at the City of Henderson Public Information Access Portal and looking through the contracts. Your city probably has the same thing. And I've just been going under the contracts trying to search for all of the contracts and the information about all of the water leaks and the repairs and the roads and the streets. And because I've submitted two like 2 times now. Last November, I submitted my first request for information about all of the water leaks and all the repairs and the costs associated with repairing the water leaks. And then in March of this year, I resubmitted it because they didn't answer the one from November, and they still haven't answered from March. So really my only recourse is to either sue them, which I don't have the resources to do, or go through the contracts and find the information myself. So I've just been kind of skimming through, and it's very tedious. But um, searched for July 4th just for the fun of it. I was kind of curious, and it came up with these two separate contracts: a contract for Colin Ray and one for Mindy Miller. And for this contract for Colin Ray, it was just down the road from us at Racetrack Road, on Racetrack Road, at the Senior Center area, and it was for the 4th of July celebration. They paid him $42,000. Plus, they got like 10% of any merchandise that was sold as well, because they music merch, house gets 10%, soft merch, house gets 10%. And the contract is kind of interesting. I mean, it's got a bunch of the regular mumbo jumbo to it, but $42,000 to pay Colin Ray to come and perform at the 4th of July celebration here in the city of Henderson. And it lists all of these extra little amenities and things too for the band and crew's dressing room. They shall have 1 dozen freshly laundered hen towels, white if possible, 1 deli tray with assorted meats and cheeses, turkey, ham, roast beef, cheddar, provolone, Swiss, etc., 1 loaf of whole wheat bread, 1 bottle each of mustard, mayo, spicy mustard for sandwiches, 1 veggie tray with ranch. Please include lettuce, tomato, pickles, and all that for sandwiches. 1 fruit tray with pineapple, strawberries, apples, oranges, etc. Assorted potato/tortilla chips, nacho cheese Doritos, Southwestern ranch flavored baked Lays, and plain Lays, 1 12-pack of Coca-Cola, 1 12-pack of Diet Coke, 1 12-pack of Diet Dr. Pepper, 6 bottles of lemon lime Gatorade, 6 bottles of orange Gatorade, and 2 cases of Fiji or Evian bottled water. And then they have crossed out here the alcohol because it does say in the contract that the city won't supply alcohol for these performers and talent that comes in for their shows that they contract for. They have it crossed out: 1 12-pack of Michelob Ultra beer in glass bottles and 2 bottles of dry red wine. So sorry, the city's not paying for your alcohol or your wine. 1 6-pack of Red Bull energy drinks, 6 packets of Starkist Tuna Creations regular flavor, and 1 box of roasted Triscuit crackers. And in Colin Ray's dressing room, there shall be hot coffee, regular and not decaf, with cream and sugar, hot water in an assortment of herbal teas, 1 case of Fiji or Evian bottled water, 6 clean, lint-free, pre-washed bath towels, assorted low-carb snack bars and shakes, Atkins in parentheses, and then in bold letters, no sugar-heavy items in Colin's dressing room. And the stage, 30 minutes prior to showtime, please have on stage 1 case of Fiji or Evian bottled water, not on ice, 6 freshly laundered hand towels, lint-free, preferably white, and on the bus, 40 pounds of ice to be delivered at tour managers. Request for the bus, and the after show food to be delivered to the artist's bus half hour after show. This is a hot meal for 8 people to be served upon the completion of sound check. And they talk about one meal will need to be vegetarian as well. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, $42,000 to pay like this major headliner to come and perform for the 4th of July show for the city of Henderson. I mean, geez, that seems like a lot of money. Just saying. Then we look at the Mindy Miller contract here. Let's see. I don't believe they paid her as much. I'm gonna have to find out, see if I can find it here. Uh, what does it say? Projectiles. The performer shall not project any objects during the performance, including but not limited to musical instruments, balls, etc. Okay. So no throwing your bra out there. Photographs, donations, publicity, press kit. Let me see if I can find. complimentary tickets. It's a free event, so see if I can find out where. Oh, there it is. They paid her for her total performance $6,500. Okay, yeah. And then the performer should rights and okay, the rights and obligations of the city. The city will provide a green room with chairs and other equipment as available if requested by the performer for performances held at the Water Street Plaza Amphitheater. City will provide bottled water and assorted snacks and one meal and hospitality for all performance at performance venue. City will provide venues. Let's see if I can find the specifics because I know there were specifics. So I saw this is the equipment that was required, safety requirements, artist food accommodations rider. The artist food accommodations rider, private climate control green room with bathrooms and a mirror. One case, 24 bottles of water at room temperature. At least it's not specific, like Colin Ray and his band. They need to have Fiji or Evian, right? One case of liquid death cherry obituary. Okay. 1 gallon of unsweet iced tea, 12 cans of standard soda, Coke or Pepsi variety pack. And then they have it here a 12 pack of light domestic beer. That's crossed out because, again, the city won't pay for your alcohol if you're an artist or performer. And the snacks, fresh fruit, apples, berries, oranges, seasonal vegetable tray with hummus, granola or protein bars, any standard brand, chips and salsa. We got a oh, they wanted a $40 tab per band member. That was crossed out. Or a large sandwich platter, turkey, ham, veggie with condiments, 2 large pepperoni pizzas with 1 a vegan food option, 2 vegan wraps, and their backstage essentials, paper plates, napkins, utensils, trash bags, 1 cooler with ice, 5 towels. Please have items available 2 hours before showtime. So they've obviously, Mindy Miller and her crew weren't as picky as Colin Ray, of course, but she definitely didn't get paid as much. She only got paid like $6,200 or $6,500, it said. I think, yeah, $6,500 as opposed to Colin Ray getting paid, $42,000 plus all of these very specific, riders and requirements for their dressing rooms and everything. But anyway, I just thought that that was kind of interesting because, you can do it with your own city. Just go to your city's public access and public information portal and you can look it up. But I'm going to continue to go through and try to find all of the contracts and all of the information on the number of water leaks that we've had here within the city of Henderson. I want to know like the addresses, the names of the streets, how many water mains, and how much it's costing to repair all of this infrastructure that appears to be pretty fragile because we've had like 4 different water leaks on our street alone in here in Henderson. And then on the block behind us, there's been 2 separate water leaks. So I'm wondering how often do we have all these water leaks in our neighborhoods, and how much water is being wasted because of the failing infrastructure, and how much money is it costing to repair all of this failing infrastructure, and that is most likely contributing to a water shortage. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's my option now because they're completely ignoring and they're not answering my FOIA requests for the specific information. They're forcing me to go through and do the labor of finding all the information myself. But anyway, I just thought that that was kind of interesting, and I would share that with y'all. These different contracts that occurred for the 4th of July celebration here in the city of Henderson. So